Okay, so what would you say then is like the biggest misconception of in the aesthetics industry at the moment?
I don't know.
Okay, so what do you think?
It depends from which side you see it.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say then is something that everyone's doing at the moment that's just not good?
It's not good. Well, first of all, they're having their cheap trainings. They don't like to invest money in themselves. They're thinking that everything is way too expensive. And I get this a lot. They're calling me for trainings, and when I give them my prices, everybody's telling me that I'm so expensive. I'm like, okay, the more money you invest in yourself, the more money you make, the better you become. But they prefer to invest in TikTok, in Instagram, in stupid videos, instead of investing the money in themselves.
I agree, and I think this is something that's happening so much at the moment, and it's gone crazy. It's like, I don't have time to sit and make TikTok videos, do you?
I don't have, no. I don't have time to go toilet. I don't have time to eat. On Friday I work 12 hours straight, no breaks. And I finish work after and I'm going on TikTok or Instagram and I see everybody posting a million videos. And I'm like, when these people had time to post
Yeah.
and to make the videos, because it takes time to make a video. You cannot make it in 5 minutes. It takes 1 hour at least. And yeah, I don't know how they do it. So I think so that all these injectors who are posting non-stop, they have no patients. The clinic is empty.
Yeah, I agree, because if they were busy and they had patients in, they physically wouldn't have time to make those videos.
Exactly.
We don't make those videos either, and it's because we're so busy with the patients actually taking care of them, because they're coming in to have a treatment with us, not to be like, I don't know, we're not comedians.
But this is what happens. Everybody starts to be a TikToker now. All of them, they became TikTokers. I don't know, they're trying to make funny videos. Like, okay, choose what you want to do. You want to inject or you want to start to make funny videos and live out of TikTok? I don't get them.
And I think as well, when they do the videos in the TikTok, it kind of makes it like a competition of who's the funniest. And then it really takes away actually what we're actually trying to achieve and the seriousness of the industry.
Yeah, that's correct. I totally agree. Now I have the patients today coming to me and asking me about some treatments. And I even had patients when they came to me and they told me they've been somewhere else to have the treatment done because they didn't see the treatment on my page.
Okay.
And I keep telling them like, relax, I'm doing everything. You don't need to ask me about any specific treatment. I'm doing all of them. Just come in. I don't have time to make videos about every single treatment and post it online to show it to you. Or just simple, go on the price list, you see everything there. I don't have the time to make videos every day about each treatment, each new product and all that. It's just a lot of time.
And this is something that was never happening like 5-6 years ago, really.
No.
Everyone was just doing their jobs and that was it. And it's like Instagram has taken over everyone's life.
It does, but the worst part it is, this is what people don't understand also. Instagram in UK is the worst. It doesn't work. Years ago, yes, it worked. It was amazing. Today, it doesn't work. The other day, this company called me, asking me if I want to work with them, I want them to promote me on Instagram. And I'm like, okay, I don't really want to do it. But they're like, please speak to us, let us explain to everything. So, okay, we had a call. And the guy, he wanted to work with my money to invest them in Instagram. So I'm like, okay, for how long you been on the market? They're like, for 1 year. I'm like, okay, I've been doing this for many more years. So I have more experience. I can take my own money and invest them in Instagram. But again, it doesn't work. So I'm like, instead of that, of investing the money in Instagram, I'm doing more trainings with that money. I'm investing in myself. And then I don't need the pictures. I don't need to post anything. Patients, they see the results. The friends, they see the results of my patient. And then everybody's just coming in.
And then they return and then they tell people. So there's a lot of refer a friend from that as well, isn't there?
They actually see the real truth, the real results, not fake pictures on Instagram and TikToks. Because everybody's posting fake pictures.
Yeah.
Everyone. And then you have the patients, they come in with these pictures and like, oh my God, I want the same lips. I'm like, it's fake. Zoom in.
Yeah.
You can see everything. It's fake.
I've noticed on your page you do a lot of videos, don't you? because you can really see on a video the result and how real it is.
Yes.
Because their video can't be manipulated.
Exactly. I'm trying to make videos and to, I even say sometimes that they're real videos, not fake pictures. The real videos. This is the truth. If the patient comes in with some messed up lips, yes, I cannot make her lips look beautiful. Like, I'm trying to fix them. It's like you're going to a shop with, I don't know, with a simple car. You cannot get out of a Lamborghini out of that car. It's coming out the same car. If you're going in with a Lamborghini, you're taking out the Lamborghini. So this is with the lips too. Patients, they need to understand. Again, the people, they see only the after results. And they're like, oh my God, I don't like your lips. He didn't inject them right. Okay, but you never seen her, how she walked in the clinic. Her lips, they look even worse. So this is the best that I could do. Trust me, I want to make everybody happy. I want to make everyone look the same, to have perfect lips, but it's impossible.
It's so difficult. And it depends on what tissue they already have within their lips. So if they've already got a lot of tissue space, it's easier. But if they don't have any tissue space, it's so hard to manipulate that without it migrating.
Same with the surgeries. Because they're coming to me and they're like asking me about surgeons and like, oh, this one is good, this one is bad. I'm like, no. Most of them, they're good, but depends with who they work. Some girls, they're perfect. Doesn't matter whatever they do. Boob jobs, bum fillers, whatever they do, they always look perfect. They have no problems, no complications. And then you have the other ones that all the time a complication comes up, something happens, something goes wrong all the time.
Definitely. And I find with BBL, because I do a lot of BBLs, but I do a lot of BBLs in Spain. So when I'm doing BBLs in Spain, because the girls are already European and they have like the naturally more big shape and like the nice bum, it's so much easier. Whereas if I get an English girl, for example, that comes in and she's very, very small, and then they show me a picture of a Latino girl, you know,
now
this is another one.
This is another problem in UK. That's why, let's say the injectors in UK are better. Why? Because Romania, Bulgaria, Spain, there are people from there. Most of them, they react the same. Now, when you work in UK, you work with people from all around the world. And everybody reacts different. It's a bit more complicated, much harder to inject in UK, but people don't understand this. Everybody reacts different. So yeah, again, the Russians, everybody speaks about Russians. Russians, they live in Russia, they inject Russians, all of them, they're beautiful, they're perfect. Yes, they have amazing results. Now bring the Russians here to see their results in here. It's a different story.
It's so different.
It's a different story.
But unless you've seen a lot of diversity in clients and you've treated a lot of different people, you don't necessarily appreciate that, do you? Because you work all over the world as well, don't you?
Yes, I do. So everybody is different. Yeah, the same. When I go to Spain, I have amazing results, perfect results.
Yeah.
All over Europe, the results are amazing. They're the European, the beautiful girls. In UK, no, you get people from all over the world. I cannot have the same results. It's impossible.
It's not one size fits all, is it?
But they don't get it, they don't understand, and then the patients don't understand. And you need to explain the patients what they can expect, what's going to happen after the procedure, how they're going to look, because everybody is expecting some crazy results. Or then you get the ones, here we go.
Hello. She wants to join in the interview.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you have the girls that are coming in again and they're asking for dissolving to change the shape of their lip. They're like, I want to dissolve the lips, I want to change my shape. I'm like, no, it won't work. This is how you were born. This is the shape that you have. You're not going to have another shape after. And also with the dissolving, this is one of the biggest problems today. Most injectors, they don't do the proper trainings again. They do cheap trainings. And then they don't know what this product hyaluronidase does. So I'm trying to explain to them, it dissolves the tissue, it dissolves the collagen, it doesn't dissolve just the filler.
Exactly.
But they don't know this.
No, and then you're seeing it dissolved.
Exactly. So they just recommend everyone, oh, I don't like them, let's dissolve them, let's just do it again, I'm gonna make it better. No, it's gonna become worse. And then the patients have no idea, so I'm trying to teach the patient also, like, don't dissolve. This is the worst thing in the world that you can do to your lips or to your face. Dissolving, it's only for extreme cases. You have a problem, big problem, you dissolve it. Not because you're bored, you want to change the shape of your lips or something like that. No. And yeah, I have lots of patients coming in the clinic with dissolved lips. They dissolve it in another place, and then they're coming in and they're crying. And yeah, I can never achieve the same results. And even that's why we tell the patients to wait 2 weeks so the tissue can get back a bit to normal. But 2 weeks is not enough. You need longer time.
Yeah.
You need months and months.
It's so difficult, isn't it? And the thing is that the patients don't want to wait because they are without their lips, so they don't want to go anywhere. But it's like they have to understand that the tissue has to actually reconnect and everything has to heal, and that takes long.
Now imagine you had a migration for 4 years.
Exactly.
You dissolve it. You re-inject them after 2 weeks. What's going to happen? You still have that empty room there. All the filler is going to go back in the same place.
Yeah, eventually over time.
In 1 month.
Yeah, yeah. And then it's your fault because, you know, it's like a vicious cycle.
They leave the clinic with amazing lips. They come back in a month. I was getting scared. I didn't understand what's going on. And then I understood. So yeah, never again. I need to take my time. But some of them they listen, some of them don't listen. Yesterday I had somebody after 6 months, she came back.
Okay.
I inject some skin boosters in the lip during these 6 months. So I've been trying to hydrate her lips, get them back to normal. And yeah, finally I inject her. I was happy, all good. But again, she dissolved them because she had no idea what she's doing. Somebody just told her that it's better for her to dissolve the lips.
It's crazy. I think so many people are dissolving at the moment in mass, and they're not realizing or appreciating that you need the tiniest amount, and they're just putting into a full syringe a whole bottle and dissolving everyone's natural collagen, which means that they're in a worse position than what they started.
Exactly. They just destroy your lips. Like, even if I do dissolving, I do it in 3-4 sessions. I take my time. I inject a small amount. After a few days, I see her inject again and again and again. So yeah, you need to take your time. Oh, and the new thing, dissolving and re-injecting in the same day. Now, how stupid can it be to dissolve and re-inject in the same day? I don't know, because if you've done a proper training, you need to understand that hyaluronic acid works for 3 days. 3 days, not 3 hours, for 3 days. So you dissolve the lips, you leave them a few hours to dissolve, to calm down, and then they re-inject them. The hyaluronic acid is still working, so after 2 days, they have no lips. And then they're going back, and then guess what? They charge them again to re-inject them again.
It's crazy.
And they come in, I have a new technique. I learned from someone this new technique.
Where did this technique come from? Do you know?
I know, but I don't want to give names.
Do you actually know?
Yeah.
Was it someone in the UK or someone in Russia?
No.
Someone in Russia?
No.
Okay.
It's from Europe. He's from Europe, yeah.
Strip lips?
Maybe. Yeah, strip lips, I have nothing with it. They work, my opinion, if you keep that strips on the lips for at least 1 week, not 1 day.
Yeah.
So you need to keep it for a longer period of time. But actually, you need to put pressure on the lips.
Yes.
Now, I had patients, they come in with the strips on the lips, just like a design. Somebody took and just put them like a design, you know, like you take a sticker and you put it on the car. And I'm like, okay, but it's gonna make a difference? It's just a sticker on your lips. Wow. It didn't open the lip.
It didn't
and actually
do anything
put pressure on the lip to keep the lip open. Just put the... I was shocked. And the patient comes in and I'm like, where have you been? Well, I've been to another girl because she's doing this technique and you don't do it. I'm like, for me, it's stupid. I'm like,
there's just no logic.
How many people in the world they're doing this technique? Look at the top big injectors in Russia all around the world. Are they doing it? No, none of them.
No. But it's so frustrating when you've got a client and you say to them, right, we need to dissolve a little bit and take the time. But because they have no patience and they want to rush, they end up making mistakes that cost them more money in the long run, because they end up paying for the dissolve and the refill in 1 day, and then they have to pay to take that out, and then we have to start everything all over again.
Here we go, psychology. Depends the age of the patient.
Yeah.
Now we have patients that they're young, they never understand. 20 to 30, they never understand. They want to go extreme all the time. After 30, they're coming back to you, they want to calm down, they want to look more natural. It's a lot of psychology. And they don't get it, they don't understand. You explain them. So I got the patients that they're coming in, I explain to them, they understand. Okay, I'm happy for them. And then you have the ones that you see that they don't want to understand, they don't want to listen to you. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, that's the best option for you. Come sit down, we inject you. Because I know if I don't inject them, they go in next door. And it happens so many times. And then they came back to me crying.
They're like, oh, sorry, you
Yes.
were right.
Yeah, they came back to me to dissolve them because they're like, yeah, I injected in the place and it's too much and now I need to dissolve it. Yeah, the guy comes to me like, I want to dissolve my chin. I'm like, why you want to dissolve it? Because 2 weeks ago you want to inject me. Like, well, I've been to another place, you didn't want to inject me, and yeah, you were right, and now I want to dissolve it. So I learned my lesson. When I see that they don't want to listen to me, I'm like, okay, sit down, I inject you, because this is the only option. And I better try my best to do something for them than to let them go to another place and to mess them up and then to come back to me and try to fix the problem.
Yes, because many injectors will just take the money and they don't actually care.
Well, this is another thing. You go to a place and like, I get this very often from patients telling me that they went to some different injectors. They sit down, that's for chin. And then they inject, like, okay, sit down, and they inject the chin. They never explain to them that they don't need this procedure done. Maybe they need something else done. So you need to explain the patient that this is not the right procedure for them. I had a girl coming for jawline.
Yeah.
Just the jaw, but she had no chin, flat chin.
Yeah, and they think it's their. They
Yes.
always think it's their jaw, don't
Yes.
they?
So I recommend to her to inject the chin. Finally, she listened to me. I done her chin, and then she started crying. She's like, "Oh my God, this is what was missing from my face." But like all the time, I was going to same person to do my jaw, and they never told me that my chin is missing, and they always done to her whatever she asked for. So you don't need to inject the patient how they want. Like you need to explain the patient if they need it, if they don't need it. Do a checkup, like something. I don't know. Speak to them.
Yeah, I
Invest
think.
money in yourself.
Yeah, client consultation is so important, and I think that a lot of clinics either they don't understand how to consult a client, so they just will give them what they've booked for.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, if, for example, I came in and I was like, right, I want my jaw doing, and you're like, well, no, you don't need that. You could speak to me on a level and I would understand. And most people do if you sit and speak to them on a level, even if they don't understand aesthetics.
Exactly.
But if you have someone that's just treating for an area that's because it's been booked in without any consultation, it's crazy.
It is. Yesterday, the guy came for jaw, and he had a beard. And I'm like, I'm not going to do your jaw.
No.
You're losing your time. It was his first appointment. So I'm like, go home, take your time. I can recommend you a few different things, but think about it. When you prepare, come back. And he left. That's it. I couldn't inject his jaw when you don't see the results. You have a big beard and on a jawline.
It's just a waste of money.
Exactly. So there's no point.
What is your most popular treatment at the moment?
Lips and Botox.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a lot of lips and.
Yes.
Are you doing a lot of full lips, or are you kind of going more natural at the moment?
Depends what they want. But everybody knows me more for big lips, not natural.
Yeah, same with me.
Yes. Well, the thing is, I have lots of patients for lips too, but again, I see a difference what happened because I don't post so much lips. A lot of people, they telling me that they go into different places to do their lips because of their pictures. I'm like, okay, show me the Instagram, pictures are fake. I don't have the time to post every day pictures of my lips. I don't have a photographer every day in the clinic. Sometimes I had photographers. When I had a photographer, it's easy job. They take the pictures, they do their job, so I don't mind. But even that time, I realized that I don't even have time for the photographer to allow them some time to take pictures because they need 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a lot of time for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get lots of complaints because patients, they're waiting too much all the time. I have patients waiting sometimes 2 hours. It happens all the time.
Wow.
So this is the biggest problem that I have. And the second one with my assistant who takes care of my Instagram because I have no pictures to send to her. She doesn't have what to post. Yeah.
Did you get shouted at for this? Because I
Yes,
constantly get shouted at by staff, like, Jess, send us content. But when you're in the moment and you're busy and you're trying to make something look nice, you're not thinking about, I need a photo for Instagram, because you actually care that it looks good in real life.
Exactly. Patient is happy. Okay, next one is waiting there.
Yeah.
I cannot take another 5 minutes to take pictures when the one outside waiting, she's mad. So yeah, I'm like, okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Next. But I've learned this first training that I had. I remember I don't train in Europe, let's say, almost at all. I train only with Russians. So I remember first training I had with this Ukrainian doctor, and I was looking at her Instagram. I'm like, I don't like it. I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. And then I'm going there and I ask her the same question, like, why your Instagram is so bad? She's like, well, when I'm fully booked, I don't care about Instagram. I'm fully booked. So then I understood that, yeah, Instagram doesn't matter so much. When you're fully booked, you don't have time. And people, they think that I'm always on vacations. Yes, I post when I'm on vacation because I have time. When I'm in the clinic, I don't post. So when I don't post anything, that means I'm in the clinic working myself.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think Instagram is so fake, right?
It's fake. Everything is fake on Instagram. All the videos, all the pictures, everything is fake. Everything. Nobody understands that.
No.
And the patients don't understand. And patients is so easy to play with patients. I don't understand. I don't know if you know the technique. Somebody posted a technique that you can do tear-through with the cannula going through the mouth. Yes.
I have not seen that.
It's old. It's like 2 years from 2 years ago. So I'm posting this. I'm like, look how stupid is this? Guess what? Somebody's calling. I want this technique.
Where's the common sense?
It's really bad, but someone called and asked for the technique. So
here in the UK?
Yes. So how it works? When it's a new, I don't want to say, let's say nice thing on the market, everybody wants it. They don't want to study, is it good, is it bad? It's just new. So this is how patients are. They
so
see
they follow
something
trends?
New. No, they just see a new technique and they want to go for it. Doesn't matter, it's good, it's bad. If today I'm going to start injecting, I don't know, sitting upside down, everybody's going to call me that they want that technique. I'm serious, this is how they are. So they don't follow like, hey, is it good? It's a new technique. I'm going for it or not. They just want to do it.
Because it's new?
Yeah, because it's new. So this is how it was. This is how it was with the lip strips, with the dissolving and injecting in the same day. When people, they hear this, everybody starts calling me, oh my God, you do this technique? I'm like, no, I don't do it because it's not good. If it's good, yeah, I do it. And everybody will do the same technique. When something is good on the market, everybody's using it. But when something is bad, no. Or the beginners, they're using it because they have no idea what they're doing and they just want to get some.
They just want to follow everyone else,
So they start to do it and
silly.
People don't understand. We create videos and pictures only for Instagram, for content. So if I want to make a crazy video, I'll make it. I'll do some crazy things. I will have a crazy technique for lips that everybody will be shocked. Everybody will follow me. But I can do the same technique in a different way, in a simple way. It doesn't make a big difference that I'm injecting, I don't know how. But patients don't understand this and they follow for this. Like they're getting like it's a trap for them. And I feel bad for them because they're always trapped with these stupid Insta stories and videos and pictures and they go into these injectors and they get out of there crying. Or again, some big names, they open clinics in London and all around, and then patients, they get into the appointment and they're like, oh, sorry, but my mom is not here, or sorry, but she's not here, but I work for her, don't worry about it, you're gonna have same results, I'm gonna inject you. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, she's paying for this name and then somebody else is there injecting them. So they keep falling in these traps, and yeah, I feel bad for them. And again, I got some complaints that my prices are so big and I don't get it. Like I didn't raise my prices for like 2-3 years. And I'm in central London and my rent is huge and everything else, it's London. And then they compare me with somebody from outside of London where they have a huge clinic and explaining it to me like, oh my God, look at this injector, she has got a huge clinic. I'm like, okay, this huge clinic, it's outside of London. Her rent, it's still smaller than my rent in central London, and me, I have small clinic. So like, you need to understand where this injector it is. Prices, they're different from central London. The more you're going out, the prices they drop. So don't come and compare me with somebody from outside of London and with my years of experience and with her years of experience. They don't understand this.
They don't, and they don't understand that you're paying not just for the lips, it's like the insurance, the experience, the person that's doing it, the experience of being in the clinic, even if it's smaller or bigger, you know, the fact that they're there and you're offering them the full experience, giving them a full consultation, whereas they might go to the smaller clinic that's cheaper outside of London, it might be bigger, for example, but are they getting a consultation? Are they getting quality products?
None of that, and then when they have the problem, they run back to you. And then the thing is, they have
and then it ends up being more expensive.
So they have no experience. They don't have the experience. All these people. This is what I'm trying to tell them. Like, Like, I invested so much money in myself. I've been injecting for so many years, but again, the experience is like really working, injecting.
Yeah.
Not 3 patients a week with 10 years of experience, because I got these people that they coming to train with me with 10 years of experience, and I'm like, did you work in these 10 years, or you've been just looking at the diplomas? So you know they don't work. And some people, they telling me again, they're like, oh my God, you should raise your prices even higher and work less. It's not only about money, it's about actually working, getting more experience. So I don't want to go to the clinic 1 day a week, injecting 5 patients. No, like that I'll feel like I'm going down because I don't have the experience anymore. So I like to work, to get more experience, to get better and better.
What advice would you give then to anyone that's in aesthetics that is wasting a lot of time on Instagram and they're feeling stressed because they're not booked with clients? What advice would you give to them?
TikToking.
What?
To go on TikTok. Well, it's good. It's better for me. They can sit there all day and make their videos, and I get the patients.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Well, let me give you a good example. You're going, go Chinatown to a nice restaurant, and in the restaurant, you're gonna find Russians.
Yeah.
Is the food the same?
No.
Exactly. So when they train, they need to go
This is a good analogy.
They need to go to a Russian person or somebody who studied in Russia, or if they want to learn Russian technique. You're not going to go to a Chinese to learn Russian technique. It makes no sense. So they're doing all these food trainings here in UK that is the worst for trainings. Here someone is getting their diplomas today, and after 2 months or 5 months or 2 years, you see them training another people, so they don't know anything, and then they're training, and guess what? They're training wrong, and then the other ones, they start training somebody else, and then it's just getting a mess. Because they don't want to spend the money, but they don't understand that you go today, you spend 5K on a training, in 2 days you make the money back, because with what you learn, you bring it back home, and everybody will start calling you.
Yeah, and you elevate your level of what you can offer. I've been to Russia so many times to train. So many times, because it's the best.
Exactly.
For anything, usually within beauty, I think, not just aesthetics, Russia are the leaders of the whole industry. You have to go.
But they don't know anything about this Russia stuff, nothing. Like years ago, when I started this business, I don't know if you know about Emilian Braude. He was the biggest guy. He's still the biggest guy, but he's stepping down. But still is the biggest guy, but he's not anymore so much on the market. So this guy was so big, he invented these lips, if you remember them, devil lips.
Yeah, sure.
So he invented them.
Okay.
I was spending so much money only to be in his group on Telegram, and there were thousands of doctors there.
Wow.
So this guy was making millions. He's still making millions. To get a training with him was impossible.
Wow.
I was calling him to get training with him. He had his team that was training for him. So that's how I ended up in Ukraine, and I started studying in Ukraine nonstop, and I was bringing everything back home. But I was going to Ukraine for a training, and I thought, oh my God, I'm so smart, I know everything. And I get there, and I tell my teacher, I'm like, after this, we go dinner. She's like, no, after this, you're going to sit down, and you're going to ask yourself, what the heck happened today? Okay, guess what? After the training, I was sitting in the hotel room. I'm like, what happened today? I'm like, this is impossible. What she was teaching me, I was shocked. All the time she was messing with me so much, like she was making me feel so stupid. And every single time when I went to her, she made me feel more stupid. Because all the time I feel like I know everything. Since that time, I understood that no, I don't know everything. It's impossible.
Okay.
I have years of experience, and I'm still going for trainings, and I still invest money, and because every time something new comes out, and every single month even, you can learn something new. And sometimes I even learn from my students. They come in to train with me. They have their own techniques. I have my own techniques. And you always learn something. You always need to study.
Yeah.
You cannot stop studying, and you need to keep investing money in yourself. So 2 months, 3 months ago, I done a Botox training. And again, and I realized that I didn't know anything about Botox.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm shocked to do another training. I'm scared. Because it's so much. It's so much. Like, I don't know. In this industry, you can never stop. It's always something to learn.
this brings me on to another topic really nicely, actually. And this is the fact that you and I have both been on countless trainings, and me and you do very well, and we give very nice results. What about the people that you've seen on Instagram that go on one training, and then they open an academy, or they are now a teacher?
Yes.
This is happening a lot.
This is the problem with CPD. They're supposed to stop this, but they don't want to stop it. It's a lot of money, so everything's about money.
Yep.
Everything's about money. This industry brings lots of money in this country, so nobody want to stop this. They let it go till, I don't know, till one point. At one point, hopefully we'll change something. Yeah, it shouldn't be approved, something like this.
Agreed.
Plus, you can give as many diplomas as you want. You don't even need to register them anyway. CPD doesn't know about how many injectors there are in this country. They don't know anything about it.
No.
They don't care about it. It's really bad, really, really bad. To be able to teach, you're supposed to be at, I don't know, have years of experience, send some work in so they can see that you know what you're doing, and even have some interviews maybe, and then to be able to be a teacher.
I think this is the issue, particularly around the UK, because it's not a regulated country. So because it's not regulated, people are going and doing one training, and then they're like, yay, I'm a teacher, I'm delivering this, I have my own academy. What has happened?
It's really sad. It's really sad. I don't know. I'm doing trainings also. I'm doing 5 days training, but after that, I allow to my students to come to my clinic. I have, even for 2 years, I have students that they keep coming back because I know it's too much information in 5 days.
Yeah.
So I tell them, this is the beginning. I'm teaching you today. We go through everything, but after this, you need to keep coming back to me till you feel comfortable. Some of them, even after 2 years, they didn't open their own clinic. Some of them, they opened their own clinic after 1 year, after 6 months, but they keep coming non-stop. They're sitting with me, they're learning more, they study more. I give them support non-stop, 24/7. Trust me, they're with the patient, and they take a picture of the patient, and they send me picture where to put the dots, where to inject the Botox. So I'm doing their
I do a lot of those as well.
Inject here. So they're injecting their patient. They have no idea. So I'm always there next to them. They need support. These people need support. And these days, I think so. It's so easy. You can study so much. It's so much online stuff. When I started this, I couldn't find anything online. There was nothing online. You couldn't find people with who to study.
No.
Especially in UK, I remember there were like 3-4 injectors all over UK that they were good. All of us, we knew each other. Like, you didn't have where to go. Now everybody's injecting. And another thing, cheap people, they have small prices. This is what patients need to understand. They're going to cheap people. If you're good, if you appreciate your work, you're never going to work cheap. Same with Turkey. They tell me, oh my God, Turkey is so bad. No, it's not bad. You can go to do a nose job with 1,600 pounds or with 13,000 pounds. Now, it's who you choose. You choose the cheap person, or you choose the good person. The good person with experience, they will always keep their prices up. So I better stay home than to go to work and to do for someone a nice job for no money. Like, hell no, go somewhere else. I have people that they're coming in with lots of money, that they're spending money. I have people, imagine, that they come in and they tell me that my prices are too small. Yes, they're like, what are you doing?
Because you pay for what you get, and the quality of the service has to reflect the price.
And then I feel bad. I'm like, okay, this one is complaining that my prices are too small, and the other one is complaining that my prices are too high. Well, these treatments are not made for everyone, are made for people with money. This is another thing. They're not made for everyone. Now, because this is a big trend and everybody want to get this done, people, they're going to cheap people that they got their diploma, like I said yesterday, and today they start injecting, and they're going there. Understand, but better don't do it. If you really want to do it, save some money, go to someone good, get some nice results, be happy.
And do it properly.
Exactly. Don't just go around for cheap people. And they start coming to even to central London, doing lips with 150 pounds in central London. I'm like, this is not okay. That means you're really cheap. If you believe in yourself and you know that you have experience and you're good, you keep your prices up.
Yeah, completely agree. And I think the higher the prices, the better client that you attract.
Exactly.
Because often clients that are looking for a cheap fix or a cheap deal.
And then you have the problems.
they are the red flag clients that complain the most.
Because why? Because they're stupid. Sorry. They don't understand. Yeah, they're telling you that they're going to sue you because they got a bruise. They don't understand the process. And then the ones with money, they're the smart ones that they don't care about these things. They don't have time to concentrate on the bruise on their lips. They're concentrating on much bigger things.
Yeah.
They're not concentrating, oh my God, my eyebrow dropped a bit, I cannot go have a date, I cannot go out, I cannot do anything. No, they're stupid for them. They don't care about these things. And then you have no complaints, no problems. When you work with cheap people, cheap prices, problems coming in all the time.
Completely agree. And since I put my prices up a few years ago, my red flag clients are like so minimal. And I know as soon as they've walked in within 10 minutes whether they're red flag or not. You can just tell.
Makes sense. But again, it's a lot of psychology here. This is what people don't understand. Psychology.
Yeah.
Understand the patient. Check why this patient came in. Do they need a treatment? They don't need a treatment, especially women. Sometimes they just want to have a treatment done to make themselves feel better. Okay, make those skin booster for them or something, so it doesn't change anything. Just the quality of the skin. Everybody needs this. So try to understand the patient, why they're coming in. Nobody does it. Nobody study psychology. You need to study psychology also. Like when I got into
that's such good advice.
Into the business, I thought I just need to inject. Now I start to learn about Google, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, psychology, products, everything. It's so much to learn. So psychology, I think, so is the most important part of this job, because today is not a need of these treatments. It's more psychology.
Yeah.
They think they need it. They look on TikTok, they think they feel under the other people, and they just want to have something done to make themselves feel better, and that's why they come to the clinic.
Yeah.
So 90% of the patients, they're not coming to the clinic because they need something done. They're just coming because their friend is coming or their other friend, and they're like, oh my God, I don't want to look stupid. Everybody's doing their lips. I want to do it too.
Yeah. And you're so right. If you don't have the ability to tune in with the patient psychology, you miss so much opportunity because you don't get to make them connections with the actual person. And I think making connections with patients is so important for them to recur and come back and trust you.
It's your energy, how you speak to them, become your friend. Trust me, I have patients, they come with the cash, they put the cash down, they're like, do whatever it needs to be done.
What can I get for this?
And that's it. Like, they don't ask for anything, like, here is the cash, because my patients are my friends. Like, I don't know, they're really good friends. I have now a new doctor in another country, and again, it was so hard to teach him, but now he finally learned this. Because in most of the countries in Europe, doctors, they think they're God, and then they don't know how to speak with the patient, and it's so sad. And I got lots of patients complaining that they've been in some clinics, that when they sat down, the nurse came, applied the numbing cream, she left, doctor came in, injected, and left. They never asked them anything, they never spoke to them. So it's really sad, like, this is really important. If you don't make the patient feel comfortable in your clinic, the patient, he will never tell you if they like the lips or they don't like it. This is really important. So I inject her lips. If she's my friend, she'll tell me straight, I don't like it. Let's change something. But if I'm not her friend, if she doesn't feel comfortable with me, she's just going to leave the clinic and never come back. So it's really important. They're coming in already stressed. They're freaking out.
Because it's a big deal
Make them relax. Try them to relax. After you relax your patient, then you can inject your patient. And then speak with the patient and ask them if they like the result, they don't like it. I offer them to all of them. They're coming back after 2-3 months if they have a problem for free. I try to take care of them. It's my work. I've done a job for you. I need to take care of that. Botox again, it doesn't last long enough. Come back. We'll do it for free for you. Not a problem. Don't overcharge your patients and just try to make money. There's two kinds of injectors too. The ones that they just like the money. They want to make fast money and then you go down. And then the ones that they want to stay in this business forever and make less money, but to make patients happy.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. This is why I had to learn Spanish, because when I went to Spain and opened a market in Spain 10 years ago, I didn't know any Spanish. So I'm here with this great work, but I need to be able to communicate with them.
Oh yeah, it's more important.
So now, I've learned Spanish, and they really appreciate that I've done that, because I've done that ultimately to make sure that I can communicate with them and that they feel that they're able to ask me a question. How many times have you put a needle in someone's lip and they've gone, oh, just one more question? Imagine if I couldn't speak to them.
it wouldn't work.
No.
It wouldn't work at all. You need to become friends with them. You need to speak to them.
Yeah.
It's really important. It's so much more than injecting into this business. That knowing only how to inject. That's one part, but there's so many more important parts, and people have no idea.
Totally agree.
No idea. And with all these techniques that they come in, we are all on the market. We've done these techniques years ago. For us, it's boring. They come with the Russian lips. 90% of them, they don't even know what it means, Russian lips. Everybody thinks that, oh my God, I had Russian lips done, or I'm doing Russian lips and Russian lips trainings for 300 pounds. And oh my God, what's this? Yes, they're asking me, they're telling me, oh my God, example, I don't know, masterclass for lips, I'm charging 1,500. It's not a lot of money. It's like, it's London, it's not a lot of money. And they're asking me, it's too expensive. I'm like, okay, my lips cost 300 pounds. What should I do? Inject 5 patients, make 1.5K in like 2 hours and go home? Or stay with you all day long to teach you, to bring models, to be there. After that, all these models, they're coming back in 2 weeks for me to fix them.
Aftercare as well, don't we?
Yes, because I need to fix them. I need to take care of them because you're messing them up on the training day. So they're coming back. I need to take care of them. I give you a diploma. I answer for you for the next few months. I take care of you. You're coming again in my clinic for free. I bring more models for you. You bring your patients. You stress me on WhatsApp, all that. So what should I do? Inject 5 patients, go home, or should I spend the time, the day with you? So be happy for this 1.5K. Don't ask me for 500 pounds. I'm not going to go to work for 1 day for 500 pounds to teach you everything I learned in years.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I tell them, look at my friend Thomas, she's charging 5K for 1 day. And people, they're still going to her.
Yeah, because I think you have to command that level of respect to say, you know, I've been everywhere, I know what I'm doing. And when you team up with someone else, like obviously we have our masterclass, all of the learning and the teaching that we've got together, it's so invaluable.
Exactly.
You will never learn that. You will never learn that in a day.
I don't teach some things, they have no price. Like nonsense and stuff, I don't teach. Because it doesn't matter how much you pay me, I cannot teach this. I've been studying so much, so hard, and I know how hard it's been for me. I cannot sell it. It has no price. You can offer me as much money as you want. No, I'm not teaching. I'm not teaching. It's too hard. It's been years of experience that I've been studying so hard, and now you want me to sell it to you for 500 pounds? Hell no.
It's just not going to happen, is it?
No. And then again, you're in UK. You're coming to training here. You have your apartment. You have everything. And you're still complaining about prices. And at the same time, somebody's flying from Europe here and is buying airplane tickets and renting a hotel room and taking days off from work to come all the way here because they don't need 1 day, they need 3 days. Day in to fly out, hotel rooms for 2 nights, airplane tickets, and they're still coming and paying the money plus extra money to come here. And then you complain that you're in UK and my trainings are too expensive.
It's crazy. I think
you don't want to pay, go for cheap trainings.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be able to see the value, and if you don't want to pay it, then that's fine. But I think like there will come a time when people in this profession that are very experienced, they're either going to just stop training because it's just not worth it for their actual, and then how are people going to learn then? If everyone's like, okay, you know, I can actually make more money doing something else.
Correct. I don't know what they're going to do. Their problem. Not mine. Not mine. Not mine. Yeah. With the trainings, you need to check who you're training with, how many years of experience they have, what they know, what did they train these people, like they actually doing something or not. Because you have 2 different kinds of people in this business. You have the famous ones on Instagram, and then you have the smart ones, they don't even care about Instagram. The smart ones, you can learn something from them. So don't go to the ones that are so famous on Instagram, they have crazy pictures on Instagram. No. Go to them, to these people to learn only how to make fake pictures for Instagram. Yeah. But don't go to them to actually learn how to inject.
Also, another thing that I found with this subject is there's often one person in the business that's very, very good, which is often the owner, but then they have all the people that work for them and their photographs or their videos aren't being used on the page.
Always.
And it's usually that person that's teaching. So it's not actually the person who you're seeing on Instagram with the great results that's always teaching. It's someone else that's just allocated to you on the day that actually is no better than...
Fake pictures, fake Instagrams, everything is fake. It's sad, everything is fake. And then, yeah, again, I had girls, she was 19, asking me what I recommend for her at 19 years old. And I'm like, I recommend you to get out, close the door. And she
Get
was
out and go
shocked.
home.
And I'm like, why you want to do this? Well, TikTok, Instagram. And you know what I told her? I'm like, we're so beautiful. You don't need any of these.
Aww.
And then she was so happy. I was shocked. And I understood that nobody's telling them these things. So because a man doesn't tell the woman too many times that she's beautiful, that she looks good, the woman doesn't believe in herself anymore, and then they start to going for these procedures. And at 19, trying to get your lips done and this and that is not okay.
It's sad,
It's not
isn't
okay.
it?
It's sad. It's really, really sad. They don't believe in themselves anymore. But everything is because of TikTok and Instagram. This is the worst thing that happened to us, I think so.
I agree. And I refuse to comply with just this silly video. I just don't have time. Or
it doesn't make sense. And Instagram
not.
is the worst in UK. It's the worst. It doesn't work. In Europe, it works better. Here, no point to invest money. And now, all these people, they open companies that they telling you, I'm bringing you so many patients into your clinic. You're gonna be fully booked, this and that. Okay, they bring you 500 patients. Are you ready for these patients?
Yeah.
How many patients can you inject one day? Can you make this patient come back to you? Are you smart enough? I had some famous people in London, I won't give names, that, oh my God, I was dreaming for them to be my patient. And it happened, but it happened after a few years. Because I took my time, and when I got to that level where I felt really confident that I can take this patient in and keep this patient in the clinic. Because this is another story. You get the patient, this famous patient in your clinic, but can you keep the patient in? And yes, she's my patient even today. I kept her in. So this is important, keeping the patients in, not just bringing patients in. You're working so hard to get this famous patient in your clinic, and they're coming in, they never come to see, they want to hear about you. So what's the point of investing money in bringing this patient in when you're stupid? You don't know how to inject. Invest in yourself, be smart, be confident. When this patient comes in, you know what to offer them, and they're coming back. This is how you become more famous.
Yeah, and the patient picks up on your confidence.
Exactly.
They pick up on everything. And the worst thing you want to do is fool a patient like that to come into the clinic, make a mistake, and then this patient that might have 1 million followers say, oh, I went here and it was absolutely shocking. Next thing, you've got no clients just because you're obsessed about trying to get the famous person that you actually wasn't ready for.
You get it when you're ready for it.
Yeah, I agree.
I always took time, and this patient I told you, I took, I don't know, a few years till I was ready. And after a few years, somebody told me I can bring her in. I'm like, okay, I'm ready, bring her. Came in, she's my patient even today. But yeah, it was years. You need to take your time to be ready for it, to be sure that you keep them. So that's why I'm saying, invest in trainings. Leave these companies, leave this Instagram, TikTok, everything. Stop taking 1 million pictures and posting all these stupid videos. Go for trainings, invest in yourself, spend money. The more money you spend, the more money you make.
I agree.
Nobody understands this. I don't know, like, I don't get it. Why they don't understand this?
Well, maybe anyone listening to this has been persuaded that actually that is the right thing to do because it's backed up by so many facts, logical thinking, like the fact that you have to put the work in. That's how it was always done in the old school days. Why we all like fell into this trap of the more videos you do, the more successful you are. It's just silly. It's silly.
It is. And I didn't even supposed to speak about this. I'm just speaking about it for free because I'm just mad about all this. But I didn't even supposed to tell anyone this. Like, let them do their job. I don't care about it. Make videos as many as you want. Patients are coming to me. I don't care about it. But no, this I'm trying to help. So yeah, I'm just trying to help, and I try to give this information to everyone. Like, try to invest money in yourself. You don't need to come study with me. Go wherever you want.
Yeah, doesn't
but go
matter.
Study with good people that they know what they do. Study outside of UK. Stop going to these little trainings in UK with people that they have no idea what they do. Go to Russia. Go to Ukraine. Try to study with top people, and then you actually learn something. Spend money. The more you spend, the more money you make, and then you believe in yourself, and then you can actually work, and then patients, they coming to you because they see your work. They see your work on the street. They see your work in a bar, wherever, and they just going to the girl and they say, "Oh my God, who done your lips? This person. Let me have the Instagram," and they coming to you.
Yeah.
Good times, bad times, I cannot complain. I'm fully booked. I'm doing amazing. Even without Instagram, even without a big clinic, I can inject in the basement. I can inject right here in my living room. Everybody can come. Doesn't matter what I inject. People, they're coming after you when they know you and when you're good. You don't need to have top Instagram, top clinic, all that. No.
Yeah, I agree.
There's so many big clinics too, but they have no injectors inside. They think if they open a big clinic, everybody goes there. Nobody goes. Nobody goes for the clinic. Everybody goes for the name, for who you are, for your treatment.
And then I think once you've built your name and you've invested the money into training and further development, you then get more opportunities off the back of that.
They're coming to you. They're coming. People, they're asking for you. People, they're coming to you. People, they come to study with you. I used to have trainings every month. Now I don't do it every month because I have no more time. But I do it every second month, every third month. I'm always fully booked with trainings, with everything. Like, I cannot complain because I believe in myself. I know how to teach. I know how to explain to them. They're happy. They're recommending their friends. They're recommending their friends' friends. I have now people to flying from Romania, from Czech Republic, from Spain to UK to train with me. So the more I invested in myself, everything comes back to you. Everything.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Nobody cares about my Instagram. My working Instagram is so low. Everybody's following my personal Instagram. My personal Instagram is booming, but I'm not posting lips and this every day. Whenever I have time, something, I don't care about it. I don't care about bringing people from Instagram. Again, patients from Instagram, they're the cheap patients. Google, it's a bit better, but Google too doesn't work so well anymore. Patients from Google, they're better. You're not gonna see these top rich people going on Instagram and looking for an injector. Never. They don't have time for this.
Yeah.
They going on Google, they search your name, they search everything about you, who you are, where you done your trainings, everything, for how long you've been doing this. If you have any recommendations, this, that, and then they come to you. They do the research.
Absolutely.
These people, they come in and they spend the real money. People from TikTok, they come in, all these little girls that they have nothing to do all day, and they just sit on TikTok and like, oh my God, they're gonna go to this person and that person.
Yes.
These are the cheap people.
And I think often with TikTok clients, they are often like what I call payday clients. So they wait for payday, they come in, they have one thing done. They're not high value clients that have got big budgets to invest into long-term treatment plans, because it's often not just one treatment. They have to have follow-up appointments and retouchers, and they might want to do other areas and move on to looking at the skin with polynucleotides. It's not just a one-time treatment.
In London, I got lots of patients from abroad, from different countries. They're flying in here, especially from US. It's much cheaper in UK than US. So they fly in, guess what? They go on Google, they do the research, they search everything about you, then they come in the clinic.
Yeah, sure.
But these patients, they're spending minimum 1K. They're not coming for small treatment. They're spending lots of money in the clinic. So these are the real patients, not the Instagram patients. I don't care about Instagram patients. Nobody comes from Instagram. I don't need the little girls that they came for bump to 10 ml for their bump. And I'm like, what do you mean 10 ml? It's like, yeah, 5 and 5. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I cannot do this. It starts with 100 ml. Yeah, but you have price for 10 ml. Yes, the price is for 10 ml.
10 ml.
For 10 ml because it's coming 10 ml syringe. But now
again,
choose
if they can't understand that.
Imagine that.
Imagine 10 ml.
I'm like, the lady they just left before you, she had 10 ml in her face.
Yeah.
And you want 10 ml in your bum.
Bummy is like, what, minimum 200 ml? Minimum.
God.
400
yes,
better.
I'm going for big amounts. And I know it's so much. It's not a lot. They come in for 100 ml, they leave with 300 ml. Yesterday, she came for 100, she left again with 200. Because it's not enough, But they don't understand, they don't get it.
No.
And then, you have the patient that they're trying to take all their money and come and invest them. And you see that something doesn't make them happy. They want to compete with someone else. Like, you're at the bottom, but you want to compete with somebody who's in the top, having all these treatments done and all that. No, stop doing these things. Like the people that they just start to make some money and they're going and they buy only Louis Vuitton and Gucci and this and that, but they don't have the money for this. All their money they're going to this. No. do something else with your money. Invest in something else. Don't try to compete with the big people.
Absolutely.
Let the big people go. Like these treatments, like I said, they're not for everyone. They're not for everyone, and they need to understand this. They're for people with money, not for people that they making little money and they trying to look amazing. No, do whatever you can. If not, go for cheaper treatments. Before I used to work much more. Yeah, the business dropped 30%. It dropped comparing with like 5 years ago. Because 5 years ago I had no competition.
Yeah.
Now they come in and they're telling me, why should I come to Central London 1 hour to spend 300 when I can go around the corner and spend 150? I'm like, well, go to the person with 150 around the corner. Is your job, is your thing, do whatever you want. But I realized that after 1 year or something, I had lots of patients coming back. Because they're like, well, it's not the same.
They realise that it's not the same. The
yeah.
results might not last as long. They might not have as nice results. Cheap products, like we've said.
Yeah.
And I think with the market being so growing, if you just stick with the normal, like the normal cheap course, the normal this, the normal that, you end up getting lost in a sea of fish instead of separating yourself and going, okay, I'm going to go with the higher rollers, the more better training, go abroad, go here, go there, more exclusive. They're going to get seen more.
Because again, the patient, they don't think about tomorrow, they think about today.
I agree.
So they want to go to
They don't think about the bigger picture, do they?
Exactly. They don't think what's going to happen in the next years or something. Now, it's hard, I understand, for the new people. It's hard for my students too. Lots of my students, they complain. But I'm like, study more, learn more, and patients, they're coming to you. You cannot finish the training and tomorrow open a clinic and have patients. It's impossible. So keep coming to me. You're coming for free. It's free everything. Keep coming. Study more, learn more. When you feel confident, go for it. Open your place. But again, don't open a place. Rent a room for 1 day a week. Inject some patients. But keep some real prices. Don't go too low. When you go too low, again, or you have some bad patients or nobody comes to you.
None of which are right.
Exactly. So it's two ways. Or you get these cheap patients that you're going to end up in big problems. Or nobody comes because they're scared when they see these cheap prices. It's like the marketing. If I sell you this laptop with 100 pounds, you don't want to buy it. If I sell it to you for 1,000, you want to buy it. So try to keep your prices up too. Patients, they keep still coming. Don't worry about it. But keep the prices up. Don't go low with your prices. That you put yourself really low is really bad.
And you just put yourself down.
Exactly. And then everybody knows there's a cheap injector and nobody comes to you at the end of the day. But you think you're making more money. No, you're not making more money. Now keep the prices at a nice limit. Like I'm trying to make patients happy and I'm not trying to make just money. Money, they're coming anyway. They're coming. Doesn't matter about that. They're coming. Make these people happy. All these happy people, they're going to bring you more people and more people. At the end of the day, you're doing great.
Absolutely.
Not just huge prices. I have patients that they work in a clinic for a doctor and they're coming to me. One of my patients, she works for this, I don't know, famous doctor. Her prices are huge. And then she comes to me and I'm like, why are you coming to me? She's like, well, she doesn't feel confident. She's like, you're so confident. She doesn't feel confident at all. She works only with top people, but she's working 1-2 days a week again. She makes lots of money. And yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to get there. I don't want to get to the biggest prices in London and everybody throw me for that. No, I just want to make everyone happy and that's it. It brings you more good energy.
I agree. It's all about the good, positive energy, working with nice people and being in a nice environment. Otherwise, why do we want to do it anyway?
Well, there are lots of injectors that they're just trying to get the money and to rip off everybody. It's your first time here, it's going to be your last time. They take all the money, they inject everything they can, have a nice day, gone. Next one. And they're fully booked. I've seen so many cases fully booked.
Wow.
Yes. Then you have these other injectors that have no idea what they're doing, but they know how to speak. And they create again good Instagram videos, speaking, talking, this, that. And when the patient comes in, they have no idea what they're doing. They're freaking out. Again, everything is fake.
And the patient has no idea that they're freaking out, like literally on the phone to somebody saying, please help me, I don't know what to do. And they're like, hello. And the client has no idea.
Exactly.
It's scary.
It is scary.
I would be scared
and
as
they
a client.
even come to me and they tell me, oh my God, this injector, she's so good, she's amazing, look at her page. I'm like, yeah, again, everybody thinks she's good because she knows how to speak. She makes videos, talking, pictures. This is the industry. Everything in this life, it's a lie anyway. So You need to go for it. And it won't change. It won't change. It will be the same all the time. It won't change. I'm not hoping for anything good. Everything will be the same. It's not going to change.
Especially with this generation.
Oh, yeah. It's just going to get worse and worse. The other day I've been reading, I'm working on this business, and the guy who's doing the business plan and everything, he sent me some reports, and oh my God, I was shocked what I was reading there, what's going to happen in the next years. It's going to explode even more and more all around the world. This is the prediction.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
We need to get ready for it. It is, but it's UK. And all around Europe is like this. But at least in UK, there are a lot of good injectors. In the other countries, let's say, I don't know, France, Romania, Germany. Now, Germany still they're good injectors because in Germany, not only doctors can do it, but in the countries where only dermatologists or plastic surgeons they can inject, these are the worst countries. Because these plastic surgeons or dermatologists, they're doing their job. So they do this on the side. And they don't want to study about it, they're not interested into it. They do it because it's a trend.
Yes.
And then they're not good at it, and everybody's complaining about it. And they messed up a lot also because, again, yeah, it's a trend. You see all the dentists, everybody,
Yeah.
every time they start getting in the business because it's a trend.
And it's not their
When they become
speciality.
popular, yeah. So they do it in the weekend. Like, yeah, I know this person, but he works
Like a
only in the
hobby?
weekend. Yeah, like a hobby. No, to make some extra money. This is the truth. They want to make some extra money, and on the side of their job, they want to inject to make some extra money. No. Go to someone who's doing this full time, who know what they're doing, this is their passion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not want to make extra money on the weekend. After they finish their shift at the hospital, they're trying to inject some lips. It's crazy. It is. I hear it.
The world's gone mad.
I hear it. Like, do you want to do something? Do it with passion. Be passionate about it. Invest your time. Invest your money. Do it full time. And again, look at someone who's growing up. Not at these injectors that they're at the same level for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
They're doing it only for money. To make some extra money. They make a few thousands. They're okay. They're happy, relaxed. They don't care about growing, studying more, opening a bigger place, getting their name somewhere else. They're at the same level forever. I had injectors that I was trying to study with them, and now they're looking at me because they're still there.
Still doing
They never
the same.
grow up.
They got stuck in the
Yeah,
same.
they're getting stuck. So these
Yeah.
ones,
I
they're
know
not gonna
people
end up
like
anywhere.
that too, that you kind of look at and you think, oh, you're still doing the same thing.
Exactly. It means they don't love their job.
Yeah.
They just do it to make some money.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you, who's really passionate, especially when they come and train, who's really passionate against the people that are there to make money, just.
Oh, I have students, they're coming in and like, how much money can I make?
They will just say it blatantly straight to your face.
Yeah. Don't ask me this.
Yeah.
Don't ask me this. I don't want to hear this question. Do this. If you want to do it, you need to spend your money, your time, invest. So I always try to tell these students also because I feel bad. Like you come in, you spend the money, you spend the time with me, be sure about it. No, I'm sure about it. I want to do it. They study, guess what? They give up. Like, oh, it's not for me. You need to push them all the time and push them. And I push so many people. Today they're so thankful, but I remember when they were giving up.
You have to have like a real strong, I don't even know what the word is, but you can't be, this industry is not for the faint-hearted.
No, they're the people that have 1 million diplomas. They study all the businesses in the world, and all the time they give up.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's mentally challenging.
And you need to work. You need to work. After you finish work, you get home and you sit on your phone and you take care of the business. But they're lazy. I have students, they come to me after 2 years and I'm like, do you have an Instagram page? Oh no. I work from my personal page. I'm like, I don't have patience. They have a website? No, I don't. They're coming to me like, I want more models. Okay, I bring the model. I'm like, okay, prepare everything. I don't know what to prepare. So I'm like, how you want to inject if you don't study at home and you don't know how to prepare your filler, which needle to use, what you want to inject. It's not about injecting. This is what I teach a lot with, and I go crazy with my students because they always want to inject. No, you need to know what you're doing. So when I'm telling you, inject here, inject there, I don't want you to ask me, what is that? What should I do it? How should I do it?
They need to know.
Study at home, learn at home. When you know the techniques, then you feel comfortable, you can inject the patient. But when I bring the patient in, I give you the patient, you have the syringe, needle, and then you don't know from where to start, you don't know where to inject, you don't know anything. It's not only about injecting, it's about studying at home, learning everything, then you get to the next step where you inject, and inject. If you don't have experience, you cannot do it. It's all about experience. The more you inject, the better you become.
Definitely. And I think I notice this a lot with people that have not as much as experience. I'll say to them, if they've come to train with me, what can you see about this girl's lips? I'll ask them, and they're like, don't know. But to me, it's obvious that they're like not even, there's like a dissymmetry.
Yeah.
Whereas if I get someone that's done more lips, they're like, oh, that side's a little bit bigger. And I'm like, yes. But some people, you can't teach that. It's like you either have the eye or you don't. It's crazy.
I remember Thomas again. Thomas like, Razvan, we are artists. Like this, you cannot teach. There are things that you can teach, and there are things that you cannot teach anymore. You need to see every single detail, everything. So that's why I think so I'm good at it, because I see the details. I study every single detail, and it needs to be perfect, everything. And then I have the guy next to me injecting, and I'm like, don't you see, like, it's not even, everything is wrong. It's like, well, what's wrong? Where? Oh my God.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's mortifying. You almost want to take the syringe off them and just be like, ow, just sort this out.
They don't see anything. So like this, you cannot get anywhere if you don't see the details, every single
You have to see everything, whether one side is naturally bigger than the other, whether they have different tissue, whether they have like empty fat sacs, whether they have scars, because obviously with scarring, filler will just wrap around the scar, so you have to treat it differently.
They don't study at home at all. They just want to come in, inject, but they don't know what they're doing. Like I tell them, if you don't understand what's inside the lip, what are you injecting? You're just going right, left. If you don't know the anatomy, if you don't know everything, where are you placing that filler? What you're trying to reach? You're going with a needle. You need to know how deep the needle goes, what is the bone, what you're trying to reach, where your filler goes, which direction. No idea. They see the entry point, but they don't understand that you can go right or left with the needle. That the filler comes through the tip of the needle, not through the entry point. So what is this filler going? It's going right, it's going left, it's staying in the right place, it's not staying in the right place. Yeah, some things you cannot teach. This job is not for everyone.
It's not.
And yeah, this is what I tell them. Be sure, if you come in, get into this, don't stop. Don't come, train with me, take a break for 2 months, come back again, 2 months, study with me, again you stop, again you come back. I have students like this, they on and off. They don't know what they want. So I'm like, if you get into this, stay into this, invest all your money, and that's it. When I started this, I remember that I sold my house, I got all the money, I started investing into this. I had no other job, I was just going to the clinic 1 day a week, 1 patient a day, sometimes whenever I could, but I said only into this business. I tried to invest everything into this business. The first month I made the money for rent. I'm like, oh my God, this is nice. I'm paying my rent. Second month it got better, and then it started to get better and better, and I start to study more and more and more. And this is how it works. You cannot have 20 jobs and do this on the side sometimes. Like this, you're not growing up and you're staying in the same place. But take 1 month off, let's say, off everything and just work. You need to work. People are lazy. And it's good.
For us.
For us, yeah. Because they're lazy. This is life. There are people that they can manage a job, that they are made to be bosses, and there are people that they need to work for someone. That they cannot manage anything in this life. They're always lazy. They just want to do things, but they cannot do it. It's a step from wanting something and from actually doing it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, but nobody's doing it. Nobody's taking the step. Everybody's sitting
there and
crying.
You have to put the work in. You have to.
We just crying, that they cannot do it. Everyone can do it. I've seen people that they started from zero, and in 2 years they got in the top. And people that have been doing it for 5 years and they're still there. But they're lazy. They don't want to get anywhere. So yeah, this is life. They need to understand. They need to deal with it. But yeah, we're trying to explain them all this and trying to teach them something, but still, they're not going to learn much.
Maybe one day we'll get there, hey?
Yeah, well, I'm happy for us, and I'm happy for the ones that they work hard and they still working and they're growing and their name is getting bigger and they're not going down. Yeah,
because there's some great injectors. There are some really great injectors, and I think that the great injectors really do stand out, and fair play, because everyone that's great works hard.
It's hard to stay in the top too, because it's hard. It's easy to go to the top, but it's hard to stay there.
Yeah.
Lots of them, they're going back down because they're getting in the top and they forgetting that they work so hard, and then they're just enjoying life. And then slowly they're going back down.
Yeah.
because all the time somebody's coming from the back and they're taking over.
Oh yeah, there's always someone that's gonna
Yeah,
come ahead.
exactly. So you always need to work hard, even if you're in the top. It's hard to stay there. You
Never
cannot give
ends,
up.
does it?
No, never ends. Never. It's a continuous work. Like all the time, you need to work. This is life. This is life. Yeah, and it's hard to stop. I never thought that I would get here. I never even dreamed that I would get here where I am today. I just started because I love the job, and then yeah, after first month, I've seen that I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm like, okay, let's continue.
So, TR Doctors,
Yes.
tell me.
Well, it's the biggest chain of aesthetic clinics in the world. I just got sick of these people making money and the doctors getting no money. So I'm trying to help all these doctors to make their own money and become bigger. Because at the moment we are begging all these companies to sell us cheaper products and to go down with the price. So no, they will come to us to beg us to buy from them. It's going to be only one doctor in every city, in every country of the world. Anyone can apply for it.
Amazing.
And we're gonna select the best ones. And then it's gonna be like a big family. It's not a franchise. Nobody's gonna work under our names. Our names, I mean me and Toma. We're doing it together. That's why it's called TR from Toma and Razvan.
Yes.
And yeah, I've been working on this for months and months. Finally, it's finalized. Finally, anyone can apply for it. It's going to be a long process to decide who's in, because we're looking for the top injectors, the best ones on the field. And then this family is going to be the biggest one in the world. We're going to get the best products, the best prices, lots of trainings where we're going to study only together with no one else. Everything is going to be included in this plan.
Okay.
Yeah. I cannot speak much about it because everything everything is like private. Only for the members is going to be available. So yeah, you need to sign a pre-contract just to be able to have an interview with us, so we can explain to you everything what's going on and what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to get. Lots of people already on the list that they're excited to get in. By the time this is going to be out, we're going to have already people in. We have already some people that they already sign up, but these are special people.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not available for the public yet. It'll be available, and yeah, soon we're gonna have our own congress and everything done. So in UK, it's one of the biggest markets, and we're trying to get the best ones. We have a list already of some people. The interviews, they're going to be every month, and then everybody will need to come and pick up their diplomas and send the contract, and we go from there.
Wow.
There's going to be a contract with every person.
So this has never ever been done
No, never.
in like the world.
No, I want to make history.
This is crazy, and it's exclusive. You have to have the application. You have to be selected.
Yes, correct.
So it's very elite. It's very exclusive.
Yes. This is not for beginners. It's for advanced doctors, injectors from all around the world that they want to do something with their life, that they want to get to the top. It's not for lazy people. I was speaking before. We want to get the top injectors, the ones that they want to be even better than they are now.
Amazing.
Yes, we're trying to bring the best trainings to them. We're going to have trainings all the time, support 24/7. And yeah, we're trying to become the biggest family in the world.
Wow.
And it already is, because already lots of people are signing up for this.
And there's going to be one doctor specifically for each country.
Yes, that is going to represent the country, that is going to take care of the people in the country. And then they're going to be, each city is going to have one doctor. Now in the capitals, there may be 2 or 3 doctors, depends how big how big is the city.
Wow. So this is...
It's big, it's really big. It took forever to finalize it and to open this, but yeah.
What motivated you to set this up?
Well, like I said, I'm going to all these congresses and I don't learn anything. All these congresses are cheap. It's just more, they're made more just for a meeting, to meet each other, to go to have some fun, party and all that. So I want to actually make a nice congress where people are actually teaching, and the doctors that they come in there, they learn something. Not just to go there, spend your time, all these congresses, they're more for beginners. Plus, who gets all the money from the congress? The main person who organized the congress. No, our congresses, they're going to be different. They're going to be organized by us, and we're going to take all the money. All the doctors that they're into this, they're taking the money. It's not going to be the main person who's going to take all the money, and they're going to pay the doctor some small amount. So I'm trying to do something good for all these doctors to make them more famous and to help them make more money. And because at the end of the day, they are the ones who studied and they're doing the hard work, not the person who's organizing the congress.
That's great that you've really recognised that, because that's huge, and for someone to recognise and implement that is really amazing.
Yes, and again with the trainings, you see the trainings, cheap trainings here, there. No, we're going to have our own trainings in every single country. We're going to be the biggest ones in every single country. So whoever want to train, they're going to come to us, and we're going to organize big trainings, not this 2 days training. We're going to have big trainings with 10 doctors, with 20 doctors, with, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 people at the same time. Like, I want something big, big, big.
Well, I think it definitely, I don't think you could have thought of anything that was bigger than this.
Oh, I have many more things in my head, but I cannot speak about it. Like I said, everything is private. It's only for the members.
Sure.
So everything is going to be private. Nobody from outside will know what's going on inside. It's like a private member club, something like that. So yeah. I'm trying to keep it as a secret.
Okay.
And like I said, it's not a franchise. Everybody's going to work under their own name. They're just going to be in this family, which is going to be separated from their work, from their clinic.
Great. I don't think we should say too much more then for now.
No, I think so. It's enough. We'll see who's in, and then yeah, we're going from there.
Yes, and then if you are in, then you get the information, and that's exclusive to you as a member.
Exactly.
But until then,
we can speak about it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Next.
It's great.
Week it's over. I cannot wait. I'm so happy about it because I worked too hard on it.
Yeah, for a long time, and now it's all coming into fruition. And
now it's gonna start the hardest work.
Yes.
Now we need to maintain it and take care of everybody and make everyone happy. And yeah, it's still lots of work, but every month is gonna become bigger and more members they're gonna be in, and hopefully in a few years we're gonna make big history. We're gonna change everything.
Oh, this will go down in history for sure.
That's what
100%. It has to.
That's what I want. Something that will never end. It will be forever.
Something that's not faking on Instagram.
Yeah, correct.